I'm Brooklyn,
And I'm Anthony,
and
and you're
you're
listening
listening
to
to Graham's
Graham's
Porch
Porch Podcast.
Podcast. Our podcast will cover various topics ranging from celebrity news, movies, music, family, and anything in between. No topic is off limits.
So grab a drink, pull up a chair, and join us on the porch. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Graham's Porch Podcast. My name is Anthony,
And I'm Brooklyn.
and today is our very first episode of our podcast.
It's a long time coming.
Yeah, we've waited about 48 months in the making, and we're finally doing it.
I'm nervous, but I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm a nervous wreck. If you can't see me right now, my hands are really shaky, and um, I think I'm gonna cry.
It's like a euphoric feeling because now we actually have it in the works.
Yeah, like we designed. Well, I designed. Well, no, we both did, but yeah, we both worked on the logo for this podcast a while ago, and it's been sitting around for a while. And then life happened, and now we're finally getting around to doing it.
This is just a place that we want you guys to be able to come and listen to for however long the episode is and just forget about life and laugh with us, cry with us, because, we're crybabies and we cry a
Yeah, we're
lot.
probably gonna cry a lot on here, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
We're our mother's kids.
very much so. But we're going to talk about some heavy stuff, some funny stuff, things in between.
Some spooky stuff.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have some guests on in the very near future.
We just want it to be something, I don't know, just fun and chill and not really have like all these topics to go over. And
Whatever comes to mind is what we're going to talk about pretty much.
yeah, like what's going on today outside. There's clouds and there's birds. That's what I see.
I see a bunch of weeds on the top of a balcony.
Oh yeah,
Outside.
them people over there, I think they have like a balcony top garden. Something
Yeah, it's
like that.
just,
They got a bunch of freaking leaves on that thing. So
All
how
right.
you doing today, bud?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing good.
I'm nervous, but I'm good.
Yeah. So why don't we go in to how we came up with the name?
All right. So yeah, that's a pretty unique name. Finding a podcast name that, actually meant something and like that was special to us was like really, really hard. And then one day it came to me. So I jumped in our group chat on Snapchat that we have with a couple cousins, and I was like, I think I found the perfect name for a podcast. Graham's Porch Podcast. So if you look at our logo, you see a house, and you're like, wow, that's a very random house.
Yeah, it's just a white and pink house.
Yeah. Very unique colors, but it's actually very sentimental to us. That is our actual great grandmother's house that she lived in for our entire lives.
She lived there for about 87 years.
Yeah, it's a house that was like built in the early 1800s and just had a lot of memories.
The
and
roads back then were dirt and
there was horse and carriages.
tumbleweeds.
Not even lying. Like, yeah, it's crazy how long that house has been standing. But I was like, yeah, let's do Grandma's Porch Podcast because with us, we're very huge on family and our connection with them and our relationship with them. And just remembering growing up, that was like the best time of our lives. Like Friday after school, after work, that was like the place everyone flocked to. Our parents would like walk up the alley to the corner liquor store and get them some beers and get us some pops, and
or all of us cousins would go down the other way
to go to the convenience store.
Yeah, and we get our snacks and our drinks. I remember one time I got a Monster. I was still kind of young. I was like barely a teenager. My balls haven't dropped yet or anything. But I got a Monster, and we went into our Nana's yard because our Nana All right, so this is confusing for those that don't know. Our nana is our grandma's daughter, which is so our nana is our grandma, and then our gram is our great grandma.
Yeah.
Um, and they lived next to each other for the longest time until my nana got a wild hair up her butt and wanted to move into a senior citizen living center apartment thing. Um, to spend the rest of her days in. And but anyway, I took the drink over to her house and I didn't even get to open it yet. And she freaking snatched it from me and poured it out.
You
And I
ain't
was like,
drinking this shit.
yeah, I was like, are you gonna give me my money back then? Gee, like that was $3.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it was. I'm just guessing. But yeah.
So yeah, the porch is where we all just congregated and talked about how the week went, what was going on in our lives, the chisme about people around the neighborhood and friends from afar, and that was just like a great time in our lives. So I'm like, I think Graham's Porch podcast would just work.
Yeah, the porch is like where everybody would hang out and drink or just sit there and talk. 90% of the time it was their smoking spot. So either
Yeah,
go smoke a cigarette or light up a doob,
and don't worry, it's
smoke on
legal
the
here.
reefer.
We live in Colorado. We're Colorado natives, and we were the first state to like legalize marijuana. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we big pimping out here.
and then Sundays were breakfast at Graham's place. Everybody
Mm.
congregated to Graham's on Sunday.
I miss Graham's breakfast.
Me
Even though
too.
she wouldn't cook, she didn't really cook a lot. But
In her later years, she
yeah,
didn't,
in her later years, she didn't cook a lot. But
but she could whip up some mean fucking creamed eggs and
uh,
pancakes
and
and
some sweet rice
oh yeah.
with raisins.
Even though I picked them out because they're
Those were
gross.
so good. I like raisins. Anyway,
We'll get. How about you tell the people a little bit about you?
my name's Anthony. I'm 43 years old. I got 6 baby mamas, and no, I'm just kidding. Um, no, my name's Anthony. I was named after my father. So I'm a junior, and I have 2 kids. I'm 24. Um,
You got one baby mama.
I got one baby mama. We still together. Um,
You got any hobbies?
I like to play games.
Yeah, he's a big video game guy. I mean,
Yeah,
not so much these days because you
yeah.
got
Not
two
these days.
kids.
I can't sit there
He got a
and
toddler
play
and a
like I used to.
newborn, two under two.
Yeah, I have. My daughter is a little over a year and a half now, and my son will be 4 months in about a week or two.
Yep.
Yeah, so life's been kind of crazy. I don't get to game like I used to. I don't have friends anymore to play with. I have to hit up my cousins to see if they want to ditch their friends for me. Um, last night I pulled like a couple hour gaming sesh. Yep. What
And
about you?
then there's me. I'm Brooklyn. Hi. I'm 30 years old, and
And she's
uh,
been 30.
I've been 30 for like the last 7 years, according to Anthony. But no, I really am just 30.
Oh,
Um, I don't got no kids. I don't got no baby mamas. I'm single like a dollar bill.
I'm single
Uh,
like a dollar bill.
yeah, no kids, no baby mamas. Um, definitely no baby daddies. That's nope. No baby mamas. I'll just put an emphasis on that. Take it how you will. Um, I'm a homebody. I just like to write and read. I got into reading a lot this year. It's kind
Not
of
me.
a. He tells me not to read so many books because,
It damages your brain cells. You gotta look into it.
yeah, sure.
It's like the constant movement of your eyes from left to right is not good for your brain waves. It messes it up. Um, because of the chip that the government implanted in us when we were born. You know.
Where did you read that?
On Google.
Okay. I'll take that as fact.
I seen it on TikTok or something.
Probably.
Just kidding.
And I do graphic design. I do video
Where did that
editing.
come from? Where did you get graphic design from?
Honestly, it was from you. He
It
took a
was from
graphic design
me.
class at some point in his life.
Yeah, I was
And
like I think I was a sophomore or something in high school.
yeah, and he was like telling me about it. And I saw the stuff that he was doing, and I was like, I think I could do that better.
Yeah,
And
I had a like an illegal download of Photoshop on my computer,
yeah,
so I could get it for free.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
But it worked. It worked. It may not be up to date now, but
It definitely gets the job done.
it did the job. Back in the day. She also makes shirts.
I do shirts. Yep.
Yep.
I wouldn't say a fashionista. I just have always wanted to be able to like design my own shirts and wear them, and that's exactly what I do.
Yeah, they come out pretty dope. We got some good ones. We're gonna put it up on our shop. Just
Maybe
kidding.
in the future we'll
Yeah,
do.
maybe in the future that'd be cool.
Yeah. So
But we're only like on our first episode right now,
yeah.
so
Maybe
there's
when
only
we
like
hit
three
like
people listening.
100 episodes, then we could do like a sick design for a
That'd be
hundred
dope.
episode shirt.
Yeah. So why don't we get into some topics?
All right.
Or did we touch base on everything?
Uh.
Kind of. We gave the rundown. They'll learn more about us
Yeah.
as the
Yeah.
episodes go on, and you know we'll have some funny stories to tell as the weeks go on, and
Oh, definitely.
yada yada.
How about since you hit this up like the subject of like life changing and stuff, let's talk about how your life has changed and its challenges and
All right. Well, mentally, I'm very challenged. It's like, no, I think for me, at least for me, a lot has changed in the last year or so because I am now a father.
it's so crazy. And we didn't hit this thing. Me and Anthony are siblings.
Oh yeah, we didn't even say
Yeah,
that.
we did it. We didn't say that. We're sibling duo. Wait, we didn't even hit because we didn't even hit where we were from or anything. Or did we?
Yeah, you said Colorado.
Oh yeah. We're from Denver, Colorado.
The 303.
Mile High City, stand up, Broncos country, Nuggets Nation, whatever the Avalanche is, but I fucks with them. Our cousins, we have two cousins. One works with the Broncos. He's the one that makes the fields look pretty. And
They look all right.
I mean, he's not a sports guy, so that's
Just
why he
kidding.
says that.
Yeah, no, I'm really not into sports at all. I'm more of like a movie and a video game, TV show. Not even really TV show. I don't have time to watch TV anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm more into like podcasts and video
Music,
games and music.
same. We're
But
definitely
sports, I
gonna.
don't sit there and watch sports. Just
Yeah.
don't. I don't find it fun
He
to
liked
sit there.
hockey, though. He got really
Oh
into
yeah, hockey
hockey.
was cool.
He just likes the fights.
Yeah, that's a cool like thing to do when you're playing.
Just to just get in random
Yeah, why
fistfights.
not? They should let that happen in football. If somebody scores a home run or something, then then you could just draw it out.
That just tells you how much of a sports guy he
I'm
isn't.
not that. I'm not that
No,
stupid.
we grew up on like a softball field because our dad was like really into softball when we were little.
Yeah,
I mean, you kinda, but me, I was there about
I would go.
no, like when before you were born. Me and
Oh,
Anthony are obviously 6 years apart. People always say that he's my twin, just born 6 years apart because we're so close. We have like a lot of the same mindset and like the same humor.
yeah. You'll notice. You guys will notice like sometimes we'll say the same thing at the same time, or we'll break into a song at the same time, like literally the same part of the same song.
And they're random because
Yeah.
our music taste is like could go from like fucking Tupac to like NB Riders and then sing fucking Phantom of the Opera the
Yeah.
next. Everyone
It's just
always tells us like, "What the hell is wrong with you guys?" Like,
yeah. Even my girlfriend, she makes fun of my music taste sometimes. Like we'll be cruising and I'll have like Eminem or Jelly Roll, and then all of a sudden it switches to like Adele or something. She's like, "What's going on?"
and he'll sing that shit at the top
Oh
of
yeah, I
his lungs.
will. I like Adele. She got some bangers. Sam Smith. Sam Smith used to be one of my favorites, but
Not anymore.
not anymore. Not since the devil got him. Yeah, now he's part of like a cult, and I don't.
We'll get into that in a future
Yeah, I don't really
episode.
mess with cults.
Yeah, say no to cults.
Yeah. Speaking of cults, how do you feel about church?
We could talk about that if you want. Yeah or
Yeah, we'll
no?
get into that real quick,
Church. So a little bit more
and then
about us.
we'll hit back on the life changing
Yeah,
thing.
you could tell like our conversations are like really sporadic. We'll talk about one thing for like forever and then be like,
And then yeah, we'll go back to him and be like, oh yeah, speaking of that,
and it'd be a completely different thing that it really wasn't about, but then we'll jump back to the original. So, get used to that, guys. Because
yeah, sorry about it.
we don't have a one track mind. We like to think about everything.
But anyway, church.
So, yeah, so our family, well, we grew up with like a very Christian dad because he was raised super Christian.
Our mom, not so much.
She was like Christian like when they were married, but they divorced really when Anthony was really young, so he doesn't really even remember them ever
Yeah,
together.
honestly, probably the reason why they divorced.
Whatever.
My mom says it all the time. Just
It's
kidding.
all your fault. So yeah, we grew up.
Yeah, we got a little off track again. Sorry.
We grew up, with our dad like making us go to church every Sunday and probably Wednesday.
We
Really,
didn't really go to a lot of Wednesday services, but we would go every Sunday.
oh yeah, Sunday for sure. I feel like even as a kid, you only went so that you could go and eat at the restaurant after
Yeah,
church when
because you know
everyone,
you're about to get some good breakfast after church.
yeah, like oh if you don't go to church, you can't have breakfast. Like
Yeah,
oh,
so then you
okay,
got to sit at home and eat cereal or something
yeah,
while everybody gets to.
steak and eggs.
Yeah.
So going to like church when we were little, and then it like turned into our family. Our uncle got ordained as a pastor, up their own church with some other people, and then it led to like where it is now. Like our family has like an actual church, like a building, and it's crazy because that was like the church that I went to as a kid, like when my grandma was alive, and so to know like it's our family church now is kind of weird
Yeah.
and like full circle, but I don't know. Everyone has their own views of.
Now, obviously, we grew up um Christian, but I think as we got older, our kind of views have changed
Yeah.
on like the Christian belief system, or just I don't know, like belief in the Bible. Not in the Bible so much, but like how do I explain it?
So as a kid, I remember like before Anthony was ever even born, I remember like my aunties would be like dancing around the sanctuary and like speaking in tongues and crying, and then as you like got older, things were changing more. It became like way different. And then where now you see a lot of churches that have like pastors that are like full with like full sleeves
Yeah,
of tattoos and
tattoos and
piercings. And we were always taught like tattoos and
yeah,
piercings are bad.
don't mark your body and don't pierce your body. I
Like,
remember because I had my nose pierced, and when I first got it pierced, I was like, what, 16, 17?
mhm,
Maybe a little older. I might have been like 18.
17, 18.
But yeah, my dad was so mad. He's like, "What are you doing? Like, you're not supposed to be doing that," and blah blah blah. And he didn't talk to me for like a week, which to me was a little petty
Yeah.
over a piercing. I'm like,
I'm not
really,
gonna talk
dad?
to my kid for a full week because you went and got your
Yeah,
nose pierced.
yeah. He was really mad at me. And the bad part was we worked together.
So he'd have to see you every day and
Yeah,
not talk to you.
yeah. It was the most awkward week of my life with him.
But yeah, we were, taught like no sex before marriage and drinking and smoking are bad and getting pregnant
Before
before
marriage.
yeah, was bad, which I don't understand if it was true why my dad was a 16-year-old dad. My
Oh
dad
yeah, we
had
have an older brother. He's like probably like 40
yeah,
now.
he's close to 40.
Uh, he's off doing his own
We
thing.
don't really know him. We just see him like twice a year.
Yeah, we so we see him for Easter and Thanksgiving
Christmas.
and Christmas. But in between, not really.
Yeah. That's a whole story in itself.
Yeah, yeah, we can go on and on about that,
All
but
day. But,
let's
yeah,
not get
they're
into that one.
yeah. We were taught, stuff like that and then like they speak about now you see it a lot on like TikTok and stuff because, people are like fuck this. I'm sick of, people in church getting away with speaking like this and no one knows. So
Yeah.
they're recording and talking, about different races and different sexual orientations and their views on that. And like we were taught too, like,
The man
being
should not be with man, and woman should not be with woman, and changing your sex was a sin, and
yeah,
just a
like
lot of stuff like that.
everything that was not like the straight and narrow with them is wrong and that's it. So like
Yeah,
everyone has their like I said their own views with religion and like what you believe in. There's people that don't believe in God, there's people that believe in uh that fucking CBD gummy just hit, bro.
it's a THC. If it was
Oh
CBD,
yeah, whatever.
it
See, I don't do it a lot,
would.
so I just barely started like taking like gummies in like December. So this shit is I don't fucking know. You think like we have potheads in our family? Like I would be like up to date with like
Yeah, no,
everything
Brooke's not a big
marijuana.
smoker.
Yeah, no.
That was
But
also a sin.
yeah, just
Smoking is a
I
sin.
mean to me it's like uh anything fun is a sin
Yeah,
and that's
like
it.
anything, not even anything fun, just anything outside of the Christian
Which
belief
which
system will send you to hell.
in Christianity they would say like you're walking with the world.
Yeah,
Like the world is just everyone that doesn't
people that like to party, people that like to drink.
have sex every weekend and
Yeah,
whatever. But yeah, I don't sit there and judge people for believing what they believe in and
for me personally, I think that just because I have tattoos, just because I had sex before marriage, or I had a kid before marriage, or I I smoke or I drink, like I don't think I'm gonna get sent to hell for
yeah, or that it
that.
makes you a bad person
Yeah,
because
it
you do
doesn't make
those
me a bad
things.
person. I'm not out here, being an absolute racist or
Beating women
yeah,
or
like I'm not a bad person just because I like to
have a drink.
have a drink or have a joint,
Yeah.
smoke some dabs. But I do believe in God. I believe in heaven. I believe in hell. But I don't think people that smoke and drink and stuff like that go to hell.
Yeah.
I think people that are like murderers and
Rapists.
rapists and just bad. mean people, like ugly people, not like physically ugly, but like in your heart,
And
those kind of people go to hell.
yeah,
I think the Lord will give me a chance to get in there.
I think so too. I think as long as you're just like, yeah, you do good by people, you don't have a hateful heart.
Ooh. Brooks not making it in. He's like, I'm just kidding.
No, but like even with family now, like we were having this conversation just a little bit ago, and like when we were finally old enough to be like, oh, I'm not gonna go to church anymore. Uh, you could go. I'll eat the cereal for breakfast.
Yeah.
uh, like I don't know, our dad especially, because our mom's not like that, but dad
Oh
still
yeah,
goes
our
to
mom is
church.
definitely not a
Not at
churchy
all.
person.
I think she went to like church for the first time in like 10 years or something. Not that long ago, because I used to like work with the church to
Oh,
do
for the Mother's Day thing?
yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do like the
She used to work the
audio stuff
projector
for
and the audio.
church and stuff, and I remember telling her, "Come to this one thing because I'm running it all by myself and see how it goes." But
And she went.
I'm surprised she didn't go up in flames when she walked
Yeah,
in.
I was about to say that, but
But yeah, it was a different time. But our dad had asked me like, "So when are you gonna go back to church? You need to come back to church." And I was
I
like,
feel like I feel like dad and his side of the family always say that when they see us.
"Yeah,
Oh, so when are you guys gonna come to church? But like, I don't know. When are you gonna come to the bar with me? Just kidding.
no, for real."
But
Like,
like, my thing is like, why do you only have to see me in church?
yeah,
Why don't you
like
say, hey, come over sometime?
come have some.
Not, hey, when are you gonna come to church so I could hang out with you? Like, don't you want to see me outside of the Lord's um light?
The Lord's lights. Did you tell them they were the Lord's chips? But I don't know.
I feel like now that I'm older and I have tattoos and all this stuff, and like I don't come off like, I don't know. I guess you could just tell I don't really come off like a church boy.
Yeah,
So as soon as I walk into church, I feel like I'm just getting looked at.
because like now you have churches like you could go in with like your shorts and your hats and just go in your casual wear, but like there's obviously so many denominations of like Christians and Catholics and whatever. So like with our denomination, uh it was girls don't show your legs or don't wear stuff that'll tempt these guys, and I'm like,
Yeah, tempt man
yeah, like I can't fucking tell you
lusting.
what you're perceiving with your own eyes just because you looked at me and
Yeah,
then you think like a pervert, whatever. Like that's not my fault. That's on
yeah.
you.
It's not my fault. You're a pedophile. A pedophile in church.
For
Just kidding.
real.
But what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say, but I'm just gonna say this. I seen this quote, or not a quote, but it's a lyric from a song by the artist. His name is NF. He's pretty big. He came up, as like a
Christian rapper, wasn't
started
he?
off as a Christian rapper or whatever, but then he didn't want to have that label on him that he was Christian and a
And a
rapper.
rapper.
But in one of his songs, he says, "Church." What did he say? Church is where I found God, but it's also where I learned to judge. And I'm like,
That hits.
yeah, cause
Especially when you come from like growing up in church,
yeah,
you see that about more than half of them are super judgmental about everything. Like, how he said, now I have a lot of tattoos, I have piercings, my ears are stretched. So, like, people look at me, and I'm not a girly girl. I dress like more masculine, but I'm not wearing like full on fucking
Yeah, she's
suits or
not.
nothing.
Yeah, she's not like a straight up man, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, but like I don't dress like girly. Like I like graphic
You're just
tees
kind of
and
like tomboyish,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like you're not super girly though. But you're not very
I like
masculine
yeah.
either.
There,
Like you're not like rocking a beard and like a
got
six
my
pack
hair.
of Coors and stuff. Like you
Yeah,
like butterflies. You have a butterfly in your hat right now, so
yeah. So I have like girly tendencies, but like when I dress, I just
yeah,
more tomboy,
yeah,
and I always get judged for like the stuff that I wear going to church, and like I don't wear makeup or anything, so I'm super tomboy, and I always feel judged at church. Like, what's wrong with this kid?
yeah. So the moral of the story is we're believers in
We just have our own relationship. It's
yeah.
uh, there's like a quote for it. I can't think of it because like my head's really spacey with this gummy. But
It hasn't even hit me.
dude, it hit me like I was looking at the cat and it just
I
went.
was looking at the cat.
Oh, we were supposed to talk about cults. We just talked about Christianity.
Oh yeah. So anyway, speaking of how we went off cults, Christianity is a cult.
I think,
No, I'm just
yeah.
kidding. No, I
Not,
think
I think, yeah. But, like,
I feel like I just feel like if if a person believes in God and they believe that there's a heaven or a hell,
you
then
believe the Bible and
and you're a decent person, like you don't have to be perfect, you know? Nobody's perfect, but why are you gonna sit there in church and you're gonna judge me on if I slip up a cuss word every now and then or if I come in drunk, at least I'm there.
God was on my mind, I guess.
Yep.
Even when
Just
I was drunk. But then you see, like, Scientology, like, that, I think, to me, is,
oh,
like, a real.
Scientology's a cult.
Shout out
We
to
could
Leah.
do a, we could do a whole episode on Scientology if you guys want us to.
I'd be down. But the stuff that Leah Remini has, like, exposed about them is fucking insane.
Yeah.
She's hot and she's bringing uh like people to see what happened to Shelly Miscavige.
Sally's cabbage. What?
Shelly Miscavige.
Oh, I have
He's
no
like
idea
she
who
was
that is.
married to like the top fucking Scientologist president, God or whoever he is,
He's a deity.
whatever he is.
I don't know.
But yeah, like she just Leah Remini just brought like so much more attention to Scientology and how they tell people to give them like $1 million, and when they die they come back as someone else.
Yeah, I think that's weird.
Yeah, that's a cult for sure.
All right, well, Brooke's a little loopy over here, so we're
I
just
got
gonna.
cotton mouth.
I got caught in mouth. We're just
ASMR.
gonna move forward from the religion right now, and we're gonna talk about what are we gonna talk about? You have the list over there.
I can't read.
Oh,
I'm just
give
kidding.
me.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No, but before we get off the topic of religion, that's what I was trying to say. Like, I don't care what you believe in, who you believe in, or don't believe in. As long as you're like a good person, you got a good personality, you're not a shitty human being. That's all I care about. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna judge you for what you believe in or.
I'm not gonna sit there in your face and be like, "Oh, you know what? I can't talk to you because you don't believe in God, and I can't be your friend because you don't go to church." Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's just not who I am. That's not what I believe in. So why?
Cause like my best friend, my bestie from Manchester, if you know who you are, then.
What's up, baby? What's good with you, man?
But like he's an atheist. Like he doesn't
Yeah,
believe in any of that, and Like, we're best friends, and
Yeah, he has a heart of gold.
he does.
I really hope I can meet him one day.
Me too. He got me into soccer. I never fucking liked soccer in my whole life until me and Manchester became friends. Like, and now I fucking love it.
Yeah, that's all she watches now is.
Manchester City, stand
I
up.
would watch women's soccer though,
You should. You
because
should.
some of them got cake.
Wow. But they're talented. I love the U.S. women's. Don't come at me for that. I just like them. I think they're good. There's some other teams that were good. I just got into like the women's World Cup. That shit was insane. I was
Ain't
like,
that for racing?
no,
The World Cup?
it's for soccer.
That's the Stanley Cup. That's for hockey. What is the cup that you get for the racing?
Isn't it just the NASCAR Cup?
Isn't it the Piston Cup?
I couldn't tell
Is the
you.
Piston Cup from freaking Cars?
I think so.
What is the Piston Cup? Google
But like,
Piston Cup. Oh no, it is for Cars. Well, wait.
is it just the NASCAR Cup?
Yeah, it is. The Piston Cup is from Cars. That might have hit me a little bit.
I think so.
Not a lot. I might go take another one actually.
If I do, I'll be like,
I hope my wife doesn't pull up right now. Just kidding.
my wife.
Yeah, we're not even married yet. I told her, she gets mad at me because I tell her I don't believe in marriage. Because like it's a known fact that 100% of marriages or 100% of divorces happen because those people were married.
That's
So like, why would I get divorced if I won't get divorced if I don't get married? And I don't believe in divorce. That's what it is. I don't believe in divorce. Yeah, she gets mad because I haven't put a ring on it yet. I will one day.
You better, because I actually really, really love your
You can say her
girlfriend,
name.
Lex.
Alexis.
Alexis. But I really love her. Like, the first time we ever met, like, I was like, finally, I don't have to be around a bitch all the time. Like,
Damn.
but like, like sister-in-laws don't have a good track record of like getting along. Usually
True.
they fucking hate each other. I mean, example A is me and
Her brother's wife?
my brother's wife.
Yeah.
That's only one-sided beef from
I
I just live my life. They want to be mad at me for a t-shirt. Like, come on. So yeah, like when I met her the first time, like I was like, yeah, you better marry her.
It just came real natural for you guys.
Yeah.
She wasn't afraid to talk. And I don't know, it just seemed like you guys hit it off from the beginning.
Yeah, like we actually like will just randomly text each other or send
Yeah,
TikToks.
I'll be like, who the hell are you texting? It'll be like, wait. I'm like, who are you texting? Oh, just your sister. Oh, really? That's what his name is.
Whatever. No, like yeah, we actually get along, and like when you walk out of the room, she doesn't like go straight to her phone and
And get all nervous.
yeah,
Not all
like not
nervous,
try
but
to
like get
talk.
all weirded out. Which is good because I told her I was like, um, uh, yeah, you were the first one to meet her before anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then I told her I was like, just don't be awkward, just be yourself. You don't have to be all shy. You don't have to get all weirded out, and
Or act some way that you
yeah, just
normally
be
don't.
you. Just don't be you around my dad.
Yeah, you gotta be cookie cutter around my dad.
You gotta be on your A game with him because
Yo, just think, we're so scared to get out of line with our dad. Like I'm 30 fucking years old and I've never said any word up until now, pissed. I've been
Yeah,
I've been able to get away
our
with
whole
saying
lives
pissed
we thought pissed was a bad word, so we would just never say it
until
around our
he
dad.
started saying, oh, "That guy pissed me off," and I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh, if he says it, I could say it, I
yeah.
guess." But um, I just zoned out.
Just zoned out.
What were we talking about?
Um,
Oh, like we just never like said the word damn, nothing like that until I zoned out again. Dang, I should have took one.
I zoned out again. We're gonna title this episode "Brooke got really high."
Yeah,
Not we got really high.
just me. I'm still a newbie to this.
It's alright.
I reacted better like to this than I did when we went on our cruise and I ate fucking
Chex
edibles.
Mix. Some edibles with Chex Mix. Or Chex Mix edibles.
And I cried because
She cried in our room forever. I was like, what's wrong with you? I don't know. I feel weird. Bro, our mom didn't even tell her that those were edibles, and she's sitting there just munching on them bitches, just fucking throwing
I probably ate
down.
like fucking half of that bag.
She was crying in the room.
I had a good appetite that dinner though.
Get ready, Brooke. Let's go to dinner. You'll feel better.
Yeah. And then I never did freaking edibles or nothing.
I did
until...
cocaine once. I'm just kidding. No, that's something I would never do.
Yeah.
Cause I've seen fentanyl. That's part of a Jelly Roll song. I don't know. I don't know the rest of the words. I know he says, "I seen fentanyl."
We went so off topic.
Yeah, we did.
This is
We bounced all over.
Welcome to the podcast.
All right, let me revert it back. We were talking about when you and Lex first met, and then
Oh yeah, like meeting her for the first time. I remember Anthony picked me up and we were driving because we were gonna go to this really good Chinese spot by our old house. And I was like, I'm so nervous. Like, why do I feel like I'm going on a fucking blind date right now to meet
like
his
hands
girlfriend?
were all shaky. I remember her showing me her hands, and they were like all
shaky. Yeah. And then we met, and
it was just like you guys have known each other.
Yeah. Because I'm very, very, very shy. Like, I'm quiet as fuck around people that I don't know.
Yeah, like she don't talk to nobody.
Yeah, and I always get like judged like I'm such a bitch because I just like I'm quiet. I guess I just have a natural.
We're both like that though.
Yeah.
I don't like talking to people I don't know either.
Yeah, but like with meeting her, we talked like we knew each other forever, and then we went to Cold Stone and like talked for like 2-3 hours there.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, you better lock that down because she's a good girl.
She really is. She could work my nerves sometimes, but I know I work hers.
Oh, for sure. She'll tell me sometimes like, oh, your brother this or your brother that, and
she tells Brooke all the time, you should just hit him.
Yeah.
Hit him. Because I can't do it. I'm like, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can, and I'll be calling the cops. So I know I get under her skin too, but we still love each other.
They got cute kids.
We got some cute kids.
I'm in my auntie era. I'm gonna make me a shirt that says that.
My auntie era?
Yeah.
I wish I was an auntie. But I've never had the chance to be one.
Maybe
just
one
can I
day.
have I have a little cousin that's kind of like my
my nephew.
Yeah, but he don't really like me anymore, so I don't know about that. I might take that back actually. Yeah, he don't really like me.
You're much. His Tommy.
Yeah, he calls me Tommy.
Tomey. Tommy. Yeah.
All right, so going back to what we were gonna talk about before we started talking about religion and everything else in between,
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about life changes. So for me, me and my girlfriend had just celebrated our 1st year anniversary.
Mhm.
Um, and for those that don't know,
Obviously they don't, because this is
yeah,
episode 1.
yeah, but I mean our family knows,
Oh
but
yeah.
like everybody else. Um, our daughter is biologically not mine. She had her before we met.
Mhm.
Um, but I'm not the stepfather. I'm the father that stepped up.
100.
So like, um, it wasn't like it's not the same as going into a relationship where like it's
It's
just
just
you
you.
two they got to worry about because now you got. I think that's what it like not attracted me to her more, but I think that's like kind of what um I don't know. I just
Your heart pulled you in that
yeah, my
direction,
heart
like.
yeah, my heart pulled me in that direction more because I'm like, all right, well, there's this girl that's really beautiful and
Mhm.
I really like her and she has a daughter that, you know, I don't want to get too into it, but
Yeah.
the father's not in the picture. So, like why not try to see where this can go and, I'll step in and um, be the one that takes care of her. So I think that in itself was a challenge because obviously I didn't have kids before that.
Mhm.
So, like kind of stepping into that figure like oh, I'm a dad now, like
Yeah, it's not just her and
yeah, it's not just me and somebody else, like there's a kid involved, so what do I got to do to be the best person I can be for them both and provide for my kid and
yeah, because I
how
think,
do
like,
I
obviously I've never dated a person that had a kid before, but like, how do I put it? Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I don't know either. You're looking at me like I know, but I
Like, come on, man.
don't.
But like when you date, like you could be like, oh, if things don't work out with us, then I don't have to like leave so much behind. But like
Yeah,
you're dating someone that has a kid, and you're like, I kind of have to make this work
yeah.
because it's not just me leaving that person; it's a child that
And
I'm
in a
gonna
way,
bond with, and
it's kind of good because not good, but like
makes the intentions more clear. Like I'm
yeah,
gonna be serious about
yeah. Like
you,
I
and
really need to buckle down, make this work, figure it out, because
it's easy to just break up.
yeah.
And
But when there's kids involved, that's a whole different thing.
yeah,
But honestly, I think for as quick as it happened and like going into it, raising raising a kid together, it helped our relationship like um kind of like get on track faster.
develop
Yeah,
deeper.
yeah, like a deep, yeah, it was just like a different connection.
Hmm.
And life definitely changed a lot. Like like I lost some friends and people that would hang out with me all the time and like
Fuck them.
because all of a sudden, yeah, like all of a sudden I have a girlfriend and a kid now and nobody wants to hang out. I'm like,
Yeah, just
all
because
right,
I
yeah,
have that
yeah,
stuff
just
doesn't
because
mean that I stop living.
yeah, like my life's not done now just because I have kids.
But yeah, I can't be out there fucking
Yeah, I can't be
every
running the
weekend doing
streets.
whatever.
Not that I did that before. That was never my thing. Was going to the bars and going to clubs. Like I was
Hell
just a
no.
homebody. I would rather sit at home and have drinks with people than to go out and have to constantly watch my back and watch my surroundings and
Hmm.
um Yeah, I just noticed like people like that, you know, that just
that claimed, I'll be here for you forever,
yeah, but
bro.
then all of a sudden they just up and left and like where are you at now?
Yeah.
Like
Hanging out with.
I feel like at a time where I probably do need you the most,
Mm,
then you weren't there. Like not that I need like constant people around me or like but like
to just know that I got someone else
yeah.
outside of like my family that
Yeah.
I could talk to about things.
And obviously like, you know, you're like that for me, but I'm saying like outside of you.
Yeah.
Cuz like you're the one person I know I could depend on no matter what.
Hmm.
And our parents. But like friend wise and stuff, like I don't have a lot of friends and then all of a sudden just people just they're gone.
And then they're hanging out with people that you fucking introduced them to. Like, you would
Yeah.
have never known those people if it weren't for me. So what
Yeah.
the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And that's
But you
happened
know,
to you quite a bit.
that's all water under the bridge. I'm not gonna sit there and hold a grudge about it. You know, you that was your choice to
But just to and then to see like they're still doing that shit
yeah.
every weekend. Like that
Oh yeah,
shit,
like going
doesn't it
out,
get
yeah.
old?
At some point, yeah. And honestly, I'm kind of grateful that I have kids now because like I'm not I guess like at a point there was like a time where I was like, "Oh, you know, let's go out and have fun." And
To kind of be reckless
yeah,
and
like and I'm glad I'm not that person anymore. I feel like having kids kind of changed me in the better
hmm
or for the better because now I have a lot more to worry about.
yeah.
But people that don't have kids or that people that aren't in a serious relationship, they do whatever they want without any consequences, you know?
hmm
Um
It made you mature faster
yeah,
and
definitely made me mature. I mean, in a sense, you know, I'm
yeah,
still
let's not get too
pretty
carried away, but you matured a lot
yeah.
though.
Yeah.
You have some kid tendencies, but you're an adult and
Yeah. I feel like that's hard for our mom to grasp onto
both of our
cuz
parents.
yeah, they still treat us like kids, but I'm like I'm grown. I'm 24 and I have two kids. I don't live with you anymore.
Yeah.
Like why do you need to know what my every move is? And they just don't want to see their little bop bops grow up. But
Or why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? Like
yeah.
he
I'm like
has a
I'm
whole
grown.
family.
Leave me alone.
Or text you 9,000 times because you didn't
Yeah.
respond.
But yeah, that's one way my life has changed a lot. Um obviously, I mean this ain't as deep, but I used to game a lot before, right?
Hmm.
I'd spend hours and hours, not hours and hours, but I would spend a good amount of time playing video games. I would come home and play at least an hour or two every day after work.
Yeah.
But now I can only do it like Friday and Saturday nights while everybody's asleep.
Hmm.
I even brought out my PlayStation into the living room just so I can, because I feel like for me that was my escape from like,
Everything.
yeah, like it just threw me into a whole different world, and I could be, I could be a freaking cowboy in the wild, wild west, chilling with my horses, shooting at people, and not be this Anthony that that works for a flooring and tile company from 7 to 2. You know, I could. That was just my way of releasing, not release, yeah,
Yeah.
releasing stress and getting away from all my horrible, shitty problems
Hmm.
of life. But yeah, I don't get to do that as much anymore.
Yeah, because you're out there being a good dad.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And it's crazy to like see like your little brother as a dad. It's crazy. I see him last night with his son, and I'm like, holy fuck! Like you have a little
A
white
little,
version of
I was gonna say a little
yourself.
white version of me.
Like, because his mom is like, white, and we're Mexican, and he's
He
just
was just like,
full white
yeah,
with
he's whiter than his mom.
yeah. But I'm like, he has his like Anthony's like little baby face, and I'm like, holy shit! It's like looking at you
Yeah,
24 years later.
and different skin tones.
Yeah, his hair's all ginger,
Yeah, it's starting to.
get brown.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little
It's like a
darker.
brownish
Starting to grow
reddish.
out a little more. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think just how quick things can change for you.
And it could have been, like you're. I think everyone has like that. There was like a big ass fucking gnat right there. Jeez. Um, like your life written out in your head. Like by this age, I want to be married or to buy a
Yeah,
house or to have a kid, and then life's gonna always throw you a curveball. I'm like, all right, bitch, let's see. How about we go down this road first?
yeah,
And
and then you could take a left like 5 miles down.
yeah, because I mean, I was that kind of person. I was like 21 with someone that I like really loved, and so I'm like, okay, by 25, I'm gonna own a home and
Be married.
be married. And then life didn't happen like that.
Yeah,
So I think life has its ways of deterring you from what you thought you wanted to like where you are now. But I was never like that kind of person that even really thought about like getting married or like being a mom. Like if you talk to a lot of women are like,
I can't wait to be a
yeah,
mom and blah blah
I
blah.
dream the day of having kids and getting married, and was never like that. I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't want kids. I don't want to. I don't know. Maybe I'd get married, but it's not like a want that I'll feel unfulfilled if I die and like I never had kids or I never got married.
yeah. See, I've always pictured myself having kids.
Not
Like at a
me.
young age, I always thought I was gonna be like a teen dad or something like that, but
Yeah,
it's not the way the cookie crumbled. But
but now
I
you
mean,
have
I'm
them.
glad it happened now rather than later because I don't want to be 30 years old.
Like our uncle, 40
No,
something
no
years
shade
old.
thrown, but I don't want to be 30 years old with a kid. I'd rather be, 24 with two.
Yeah, or like
That
our
way, by the
uncle.
time I'm 40 years old, I can explore the world, and then they're going to college, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not paying for it, but you could go to
Yeah.
college.
Well, I'm gonna say you're only going to college if you get a scholarship. Full
Yeah,
ride.
because I can't pay for that.
Yeah, it's too expensive.
Hmm.
Sorry, especially in Colorado.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I was never like that. Like, oh, I want kids. I always said I would adopt if I could. Like, that was always a dream. But like to
Yeah, she's
physically,
always wanted a little Asian boy.
whatever. Like, I don't know. I was just like, I see all these kids that don't have families and stuff. Like, I would want to be that for them. But like
Yeah,
to actually have to like physically carry a child and birth them, I'm like, that does not sound hot. No, thank you.
yeah, no thanks. I would not do that either.
No,
I'll make somebody else do it though.
I'm sure you would.
I already did.
But I'm like, yeah, life changes in ways that you don't think they would, and
Sometimes it's for the better, sometimes it's for the worse.
yeah, you learn lessons.
But yeah, no matter what way your life changes, it it helps shape you into something more.
Mhm.
So the second part to this conversation was, if you could change things in your life, would you? I feel like for me personally, everything happens for a reason. So
Mhm.
like I wouldn't go back and mess with this because then that could lead into a whole different thing. And I think I am who I am today because of the things I went through, or the things that have happened in my life, and it just it like I said earlier, it just evolves you into a whole new person,
Mhm.
which could be good or bad. But I mean, for me, it's pretty good.
Mhm.
I think the only thing I would change is like more game time.
Of course, get those 3 o'clock in the morning video game
Yeah,
sessions.
Might happen tonight. My little shotty's down. His name's Andrew.
Shout out to Drew.
Shout out to Andrew for that one.
I wouldn't change anything about my life. Like maybe be better in school. Maybe I would have went to college.
Yeah, I kind of wish I was a gynecologist like I wanted to be, but college just was not in my deck of cards.
Okay. But no, like, yeah, I think in just that sense, but like you say, like everything happens for a reason. You learn a lesson through everything. But I wouldn't change nothing about my life.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm pretty decent
Yeah,
as a human
you're
now.
all right. Just
But
kidding.
I'm a great auntie. I'm a great sister. Don't you fucking lie. I'm a good sister to you.
Yeah, to me.
Yeah, so
That's all
I'm a
that
good
matters.
daughter. But
I don't know. You'd be a better daughter if you'd freaking just cut our dad's hair when he would when he would ask you, so I don't hear him crying about it.
he acts like I have to fucking know, like, bro, I'm not looking at your head like that.
He's all, oh man, my hair's so long. I got an afro going on. I'm like, sir, your hair is 3 centimeters long. You call that a afro?
Or he'll tell me my bangs are in my.
I'm like, Dad, you don't even grow hair right there. How do you got
No.
bangs in your face?
Yeah, come on, man. Fucking back freckles.
Back freckles.
He gets so mad.
I don't know why.
He don't even know why.
I think when you just insult your parents, they get mad about it.
Oh, but they could fucking insult
Yeah,
us
they can
all they
insult us for
want.
days, and they
The one
don't bat an
time,
eye.
the one time you do it back, they don't like it.
That's how it is.
Double standards.
Fuck double standards.
Hmm.
Want to take a dab?
No, I'll fucking die. All right, we are gonna end episode number 1. It didn't go on like the straight path that I thought it would. We jumped around a lot, but
Yeah, but we'll get better. You know, it was
or I
I
feel
think
like
I think for now it's just nerves.
yeah,
But once we start getting into the hang of things, we'll
be able
keep it on
to,
track. Try more, because
or we could just
autism.
do. We're gonna do another episode like this. We're gonna take
Yeah,
some edibles before, and then just talk about whatever.
yeah, but I'll be way more high. Those
Yeah.
edibles did not hit me.
Maybe
Really,
we'll have
we'll
your
have some.
wifey and one of our cousins on with us when
Yeah,
we do that.
yeah, we'll do a cool episode where we get all stonied. But anyway, that's gonna wrap us up for today's episode. Thank you all for tuning in. If you liked us, hopefully you do. Please say you do.
Please.
I have bills to pay. Go ahead and drop us a like. Um, I'm not sure if you could comment in Spotify or Apple, that stuff.
5-star,
But yeah, give us a
whatever.
5-star. Follow us. Um, like we said, we promise we're gonna get a lot better with the how the track gets rolling and stuff. As time goes on. But yeah, thank you guys, and we love all your support and your input.
If there's anything that you want us to talk about, I'll put it in our post on Instagram or something like that. Um, with our email, and you could write us emails. Let us know what you want to hear, topics you want us to hit, and we'll make sure we put it in an episode.
Yes, sir. We'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Bye.
Peace.